Happy Thursday. We made it to the end of March. It is March 31st, and that means it's one of my favorite times. One of my favorite videos, and that is to read your comments. Now read all the comments I could find that have been posted. And I'm pleased to let you know that BitChute is stepping up their game. I may not be able to see their comments as they come in through their portal, but at least I can see it when an email gets pushed that someone's commented on my video. That makes it awesome. I didn't realize that until I was looking for Rumble comments because they also have an email thread as well, which makes it easier for me to find your messages, and I appreciate every one of you, trolls and all. One thing I don't like is seeing my account with red. I mean, it's not that bad. It's only 260. It's not too bad. I think it was almost at 48, if not past it, last time I did one of these videos. I'm not worried because, that's why I got this labeled play money. Even though it's real money, I could lose this tomorrow and it won't affect me much. No, that's not, according to the stock market, that's not a request, by the way. But anyways, let's go ahead and get with the comments section. Now, this is from Iris, which I haven't seen her in a while. I hope everything's well with you. According to my February 2022 comments, hopefully I read the one below it, but with Russia, why you do this, have a great weekend. I don't believe anything from the New York Post. We must do another reliable information. For many years, there's a campaign against Putin, against Russia, and mainstream media. I don't think there is reliable places. I think they're just reliable reporters. Also, have a great weekend. I think I did have a great weekend that weekend. Also, February 2022 comments. I've always enjoyed comments reading at the end of each month. Thank you. Well, you're humbly welcome. Now, of course, this was be happy, improve oneself, and don't lose hope. Every so often, I kind of lose hope, and I have to remind myself just be happy, focus on the small wins. And I think that was just one of those videos where I just was trying to will it to happen. And I'm not going to say it was 100% successful, but it does happen. When you try to think positive things tend to happen. Everything's going to falling apart. Truly, I need a break. Truly, I appreciate your advice. Thank you. And yes, it's true about Biden. He couldn't stop Putin. Yes, it was a joke. The joke goes, why was Biden in the hospital? He couldn't stop Putin. I don't know, I thought it was a cute little clever wordplay of the joke. Kindness of strangers, borders of Ukraine, and in Polish. I think this was a CNN article. And I know it's not a highly trusted source. I know it's not highly trusted sources, but it was such a good, heartwarming story to hear that strangers were helping refugees of a war-torn country. She goes, I don't watch mainstream media. If you like geopolitical, check out the Durham channel. I subscribed 3 years. 2 Greek, very journalists, very good. Delivery of the news is objectively and neutral. Might have to look them up. And of course, the gift that keeps on giving. My thoughts on Undead Chronic. Hi, I don't know satire or sarcasm when I hear it. Have some fun. Awesome. Yeah, it's one thing to be sarcastic. It's one thing to do quips or whips onto people's personalities. Sometimes it could go a little too far. Just ask Chris Rock about that line of going too far. Even though it was the most innocent joke, he definitely crossed the line. And I support Ryan Long's push to have a no bald wife joke society, but who knows? Like I said, wasn't even my best video to be honest. I mean, sometimes I have some really crappy videos, and that was actually one of them. The audio was terrible. Then, of course, good old Corey. Glad to see that you're still watching. Ran into an issue at work with a SSD and an Intel NUC. He responds with Draco's Tech Tips. I don't know. That might be a segment. I kind of started off doing Linux stuff because it was kind of popping back in the day. But the issue with Linux is there's so many different ways to do it. There's so many different distros out there. You could go mainstream, which is Ubuntu. Chances are most people are going to use Ubuntu or a derivative of Ubuntu, which is actually a derivative from Debian. Or you could go with Red Hat, Fedora, Rocky OS, maybe CentOS until that fades into obscurity. But it is what it is. And of course, you have my troll, which I'm really shocked that he didn't come back. I was really hoping to goad him into another back and forth. I don't know if I made this comment yesterday. I think it was I think I totally forgot about it, even though it was on the tip of my mind. This is a basement dweller that believes in everything. Well, I'm in Austin, Texas, and I don't know if you've ever been to Austin, Texas, or Texas in general. We really don't have basements, and when we do, they're actually a office complex. So I don't live in an office complex, and I don't live in an apartment building. So I don't really live in a basement, so I'm not a basement dweller. And if you're going off of a stereotyping, where I live in the basement of my mother's home, while she does live in Austin, she does not live with me. I actually own my house. I'm paying property taxes on it. I've complained about property taxes. Not only that, I've also purchased 10 acres outside of Austin, somewhere in a rural area, which I won't discuss where I'm at. Uh, Even if when I do move out there, I'm not going to say the city. Unless I get big enough to where I get a P.O. box, then, and that's the case, I might pick a random city around there that's within driving distance. So of course we're gonna go to BitChute, and I did. Oh no, that's just my channel. Oh, I'm just kind of curious. Did anyone comment on here? Although 30 people did see it. Nope, no comments, no thumbs up, no thumbs down. Why, of course, hello there. We made it to another Wednesday. It is the last Wednesday of March. Oh, did not mean to do that. Gotta love the autoplay. So, of course, this is AISD Pride Week or Groomer Week, and we really need to get a handle of this. There's, I think the school board, I don't know if it's my district is up, but I'm definitely, if it's up, I'm not going to vote for the incumbent. This is from the shock treatment. These people are perverts and need to be arrested. I agree 1,000%. And of course, this is the one that's kind of heartwarming but also discouraging. I scoured all my alternative news sites, and this is the one I decided to focus on for my video tonight. I looked on here to see anyone else covering it, and only one is you out of all the channels. And now I'm about to put this channel on blast. I also sub to your channel. That's awesome. I love the growth. I love the fact that I was able to, unfortunately, teach you about some of the crappery that's happening in my city that I grew up in. Now, keep in mind, I have no issue with that community. Once you turn 18 and you're not harming anyone and everything is consensual, I am 100% support your life decisions as long as it does not negatively affect me. Where I do draw the line is kids. Kids are our future, and our future must be protected at all costs. And I think these, I think some of them are actually monsters. I think some of them are unintentionally causing more harm than good by promoting such lifestyles and confusing kids at such a young age. I think once you turn maybe 15, 16, definitely 17 is where you can start talking about other type of lifestyles to where it won't be as confusing. But you're teaching 3-year-old, well, 5-year olds and up to 10-year olds about this lifestyle which they have no business knowing. And that's where I do draw the line. Then, of course, we got the Russia is cut from Mars mission European Space Agency. I think that's a little bit more clickbaity. I think I read this story a little bit more. And this is TZAR 1917 Mars mission to Canada. Oh no. I don't know why I find that funny. Then, of course, we got another one off of BitChute. YouTube removes Trump's interview. Censorship is real. I do wonder how many of these views are actually real views. I mean, I'm just kind of curious. YouTube, a joke that no one cool uses anymore. I mean, I don't know why that says unmute. You currently. Okay. I mean, unfortunately, YouTube still has the reach, and until alternative sites take its throne, people are going to still use it. People like me, and that's why I'm on alternative platforms. Because at any minute, it may deem what I say hate speech and remove me. Now, I don't think I come close to that. I think I probably stand more of a chance of medical misinformation or maybe hate towards the LGBT community because I don't want them grooming kids because I think that's disgusting. And I think the Pride Parade is also disgusting, um, mainly because you're doing that out where kids can see you and you should put some clothes on. I mean, if you want to be a freak in the bedroom. Mardi Gras, which happens at night, where kids wouldn't be seeing that unless their parents are terrible parents and let them see that. I mean, I wouldn't be against Pride Week if it were actually respectful towards minors, but they're not. They're out there and sharing their kinks where kinks should belong in the privacy of someone's homes or in a dungeon where kids can't see it. And I don't think that should be hateful. Then, of course, we got Rumble. I think Rumble is going to take YouTube's spot here in a couple of years. I think within about 5 years, you Rumble is going to be the new YouTube. I just have a sneaking suspicion. And I wonder how many of these subscribers are real. Leave a comment down below if you're on Rumble and you're subscribed. This is actually Trump is still winning. Um, think I don't know if he won his lawsuit or not, but if he wins the lawsuit against Hillary, they're going to be sending him some money. And I do realize that, or do know that a story broke, I think a couple of days ago, maybe even last week, where Clinton got slapped on the wrist saying that you broke the law by not disclosing something as they miscategorized something as the dossiers, the Steele dossier, and they got slapped with it. So I don't think it's really going to hurt her. I think she's untouchable, unfortunately. Audibles. This was 2 days ago. Why even give China CNN a voice? Quit it. You can get that news elsewhere. I agree. I mean, I used to get it from Fox until they wanted me to remove my ad blocker. Exactly. I've been ever seen CNN and the likes of my browser pages. Then I see this shit. Uh, I mean, I only got a couple of choices. Either not use CNN and miss out on a heartwarming story, but also don't discount CNN. Don't discount the Clinton News Network. You would want me to read the news that Trump won his lawsuit against Hillary from CNN because it gives it more credence. It gives it more credibility because they're the opposition. Not to mention, they're about to have a new CEO, which may change their dynamics. They actually may become a trusted news network one of these days. We don't know. That's from A8 Angus. And of course, Mikey, go Trump. I know over time, the more and more the real truth will surface and these corrupt lies will again be exposed. We need to make a clean sweep on both sides, the Republicans and the Democrats, and get rid of the liars, crooks. Our modern day mafia government system needs to be purged, and people who work for the people elected. I am like a most American. I'm tired of the government working for themselves and their financial gain. Let's go, Brandon. And fuck you, Biden. Fuck you, Joe Biden. Seriously, I normally don't curse, but you're a bumbling idiot that's gonna bumble us into World War III. But yeah, I agree with Mikey. We definitely need to clean up both parties. There's trash in both parties. And just like I mentioned yesterday, there's monsters in both parties that take advantage of our kids. And we need to call them out. We really do. Let's see here. This is. I posted this last year. Well, almost like Black Rifle Coffee on Thin Ice. Now, this was 2 weeks ago from Chessmaster Johnson. I will never buy Black Rifle Coffee because of the horseshit way they treated Kyle Rittenhouse. If you keep playing that ad, I'll listen to another show. Just heard that Mr. Rob Carson is up and coming star. Kids off with Black Rifle Coffee or Coffee. Do you mean this ad right here? Are you tired of companies backstabbing you, not following the same political values or even the moral compass that you have? Might I entice you to try Krigler coffee? Krigler coffee is from Adam Krigler. Some of you may know him from Timcast IRL. He was the base mofo that said he was voting for Trump unapologetically. Now there was some drama. He got no longer on that show, and he has the Adam Show on YouTube and multiple platforms. He decided to start his own coffee company. That's right. Buy a Coffee Krigler coffee mug and receive 10% off any 12-ounce bag of coffee. Use the code coffee and a mug at checkout. Save 5% per bag when you select one of our flexible, convenient subscription options. Just click on the human icon on the right hand corner of our menu to create an account or log in to switch it up. Krigler Coffee. Thanks for stopping by my coffee shop. As someone who enjoys a good cup of Joe every morning, I thought the idea made perfect sense here. You would find a unique section of beans and some of the most renowned growing regions throughout the world. We only source our beans that are grown and traded responsible and roast them on demand so your coffee comes at your house fresh and delicious. Share a cup with me and start your day. Let's see here. Coffee. Let's see here. Is it gonna load? No, I don't. Oh, there it goes. Of course, I believe this one right here, if you do the Commodore Reserve, it does. Some of the profits does go to 22 to None, which is his brother's foundation to help veterans that come back from the service a little broken to not commit suicide. It's an outreach program to say that your life matters and you probably shouldn't end it just because you're a little depressed. And this is, like I said, it's an outreach program. It goes, supports the veterans. And his brother was a Marine, so this really hits hard home to him. It's a very sad day when Soldiers get sent to fight in other people's war, other people's proxy wars, whether it be in Syria, whether it be in Iraq, whether it be in Afghanistan, and now Ukraine. They come, we tell them they're the best that they could be. The proud, the few and the proud, I think is the Marines model unless they changed it. We send them to war for other people's wars, for the rich, or for politicians, or for other countries, and they come back broken. It's a shame that some of them are broken and they decide to end their lives. So if you were to want to try out Krigler's Coffee, I'd recommend the Commodore's Reserve because it does go to a good cause. But at the same time, they do have other coffee. And of course, if you can't handle caffeine, you have the fake news roast, which I don't know if it's any good or not. I mean, I think the one I tried was the coffee blend, which was pretty good. I only had one bag of it. The issue is, I just rather go to the store. I'm not a coffee snob. But if you're a coffee snob and want the freshest coffee possible, go to Krigler's Coffee. And this is a unpaid ad. And I do realize this is going on way too long. With that being said, that is this month's comment section. Leave a comment down below if you're a subscriber of one of my other channels and you just want to say hi. Or if you've tried Krigler Coffee, did you enjoy it? Which which flavor did you get? And also, just how's your day going? Let me know. Let me know in the comments down below. With that being said, smash the like and subscribe button in any and all platforms, or just the platform that you're currently watching. But most importantly, have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.